Welcome to the Streetport Connection with Tommy. This video is on SmackDown, spoilers, Superstars, and the Saturday Morning Slam. But first, always some WWE news. WWE diva Cameron, aka Ariane Andrew, was arrested and charged with DUI on August 24th, this past Friday, in Hillsborough County, Florida. She was later released on a $500 bond. And that news, thanks to .NET reader Eric Appa. For those that don't know, she was a flunket and arrested at 2:44 a.m. Her arrest report notes that she refused to take a breathalyzer test. She also listed Wells Fargo as her employer and sales associate as her occupation. So, unless there's a woman who shares the same name, birth date, and appearance, it appears that Andrew chose not to list WWE as her employer. John Cena is reportedly working more banged up than usual and is having problems with his hips and neck. There have been rumblings of Cena possibly taking time off soon, but most believe it's just talk. Rumors, so to say. WWE Raw went off the air in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jerry King Lawler left the ring after TV stopped taping, while John Cena remained at ringside for the main event dark match. Big Show comes out and talked about having unfinished business with Cena. The Show changed his mind and said the crowd didn't deserve to see him wrestle, so he started to leave. Cena brought Show back to the ring while the referee rang the bell. Show controlled most of the match with counters, but Cena won with the attitude adjustment overall. Released WWE wrestler Gabe Tuff, a.k.a. Tyler Rekks, spoke about his decision to leave the company in an interview with Arda Ocal. He said it was a tough decision, and he didn't make up his mind until he drove by himself from SummerSlam to Raw. He noted that he came to the decision that this is not going to be conducive to my family life. And you can listen to the interview at the link on paper. And I will get that. That will be the top link. And the bottom link is a news about Terry Crews. Actor Terry Crews, a good buddy of The Rock. Well, Terry Crews stated on Reddit.com, fan chat, that he has had discussions with WWE and talking to the WWE about doing some things. Crews note, I love the energy and the excitement and the live component. It's theater on a grand scale. You can read the interview at Reddit.com. And here's the link right here, the bottom link. Alright, back to the news. Crews noted that he did the Get Smart movie with The Rock. It remains to be seen whether his talks involved getting in ring action or doing something more basic like serving as a social media ambassador. And that news goes to .NET reader Benjamin Davidson for passing along the info. Kazarni, formerly of WWE, the real name Sin Bodhi, who appeared as Kazarni, turned 39 years old. Actually, today, I'm doing this report. Randy Orton took to Twitter on Tuesday evening to dispute online reports stating that his starring role in the WWE studios and 20th Century Fox home entertainment film The Marine Homefront was nixed after companies were informed of his dishonorable discharge from the Marines. The claim was attributed to an article published on Variety.com promoting his feature role in 12 Rounds Reloaded for WWE Studios and 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. A bad conduct discharge and a dishonorable discharge under the Uniform Code of Military Justice are two different things. As Orton wrote, "Come on, you reporters, get your shit straight. Get your facts straight. And more importantly, your sources. I was given a BCD, not a dishonorable Semper Fidelis." And that's a hashtag Semper Fidelis. Okay, on with some other news. Game Ranks, that's GameRanx.com, reports that THQ and Ukes are currently working on a next generation WWE video game, which will be released in 2 years or so. Supposedly the new WWE 14. It was noted that Sony and Microsoft will be announcing next generation consoles at E3 next year. Lex Luger has been announced to appear for Pro Championship Wrestling on September 22nd in Addison Park District, located at 120 East Oak Street in Addison, Illinois, and the zip code is 60101. He's not returning to action, but he's only in an autograph signing. WWE has released a sticker via GetGlue.com promoting the upcoming WWE Studios film The Day. Matches taped from Monday night in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for this week's episode of Superstars were as follows: as Jimmy and Jey Uso, the Uso brothers, win against Epico and Primo, and Alex Riley versus Jinder Mahal. And here's the results. Primo and Epico defeated the Usos. Jinder Mahal defeated Alex Riley with a camel clutch. Disappointing with the results. And Dave is at the SmackDown taping from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and is passing along the following updates on the WWE Superstars taping. And comments on the tarp. They've tarped off. They've mostly tarped off the entire building for WWE taping in Green Bay, but the crowd was a bit more energetic than those that were previously in Green Bay. And there are tons of John Cena shirts, and there's even a guy with a Christian Ponder jersey in the second row. So there you go, Jason. That's commenting to Jason Powell of .net. That's ProWrestling.net. A nice WrestleMania video aired, and then Lillian Garcia welcomed everybody to the show. And for SmackDown Dark Match, Jinder Mahal defeated Yoshitatsu, and in the Superstars taped, Josh Matthews and Matt Striker for the SmackDown version come out for Superstars for the opening package. Ryback defeated Johnny Curtis. A good reaction for Ryback. And then they start off SmackDown taping from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Who is that former WWE superstar that used to say that? I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Who's now on TNA. And then pass along the Saturday Morning Slam results. No Hold Barred trailer aired, and William Regal replaced Matt Striker on commentary. So they must be doing the NXT type of swapperoos. And the match for Saturday Morning Slam, Sin Cara defeated Michael McGillicuddy. And the lights were dimmed, and there was one really bad botched Sin Cara Hurricane Rana. And that they made up for later. A decent match. And then they introduced the National Guard to some USA chants. And dark match. Prior to SmackDown, Big E Langston defeated a local guy, unknown. This was, again, the guy said, probably a dark match as Regal left, but the lighting was green for it. A John Cena Make-A-Wish video aired during the ring changeover as they changed the ring apron for SmackDown. And just around the front two rows, Green Bay Packer wide receiver Donald Driver was in the crowd at Tuesday night's tapings of SmackDown. And the show opened up with a segment including Sheamus, Damian Sandow, Booker T, A match was set with Sheamus facing Sandow later in the show. Probably his first main event shot. Rey Mysterio was shown walking backstage. Is he going to return to the action? Well, we'll see. Yes, he did. Rey Mysterio defeated Cody Rhodes. Nice TV match. The crowd loved Rey. Cody got distracted by trying to take off the mask. After the match, Cody attacked Rey, which led to Sin Cara coming out. And Rey hit the 619 on Cody, and then Sin Cara put on mask on Cody. The first anger management video from Raw was re-shown. The crowd chanted the Borgasm chants of yes. And Caitlyn defeated Natalya in a match. He served as a guest commentator. Caitlyn will face Layla at Night of Champions. Footage aired of Vicky and AJ from Raw. Booker T told Matt Striker that AJ is off a rocker. Vicky came up and criticized AJ and said if the board of directors doesn't take action against AJ, then she will. More power to you. Maybe they'll fire your ads and get you off TV. Match number 3. Sheamus defeated Damien Sandow by count out, so it wasn't a main event. Sandow ran to the back for the finish. It was a good match. They worked well together. No mention of spots or any type of moves. Green Bay Packers wide receiver Donald Driver, who was usually at WWE shows, was shown for the biggest reaction of the night. Typical Packers fan. Driver walked out briefly while footage was being shown from last week, and the 4 men in the ring looked confused as a second big reaction for Driver. Funny moment, but of course the attention wore Driver. Had to briefly walk out, and all eyes were on him. Believe it or not segment, I had nothing, believe it or not from the reporter, I had nothing to do with the last paragraph. Those were all Dave's words. Don't blame me for this one, Packer fans. Match number 4, Primetime Players defeated Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. And the last anger management video aired for the Daniel Bryan. Everyone cracked up for Kane again. And in the ring segment, Josh Matthews interviewed Alberto Del Rio, who was accompanied by Ricardo Rodriguez. Del Rio drove the car in, put over his win last week against Orton, and his match with Sheamus. Del Rio went for Matthews until Kane came out. Matthews ran, and Kane said his therapist wants him to apologize to Josh. Pretty funny. Teddy Long comes out and booked an impromptu match. Alberto Del Rio defeated Kane. Del Rio won with the thanks to Ricardo Rodriguez's distraction. After the match, Kane attacked Josh again and gave him a choke slam. I remember seeing a hell of a match in the XWF here between Kid Cash and Josh Matthews, but he didn't take the slam well. Another note from Dave in his report. I shouldn't have been so critical of Donald Driver. It's nice to see he's as into the action as the kids are. Then they showed a video airing hyping a house show here on December 27th. And that's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Triple H from Raw was shown. Basically a second Raw rebound. Match number 6, Randy Orton defeated Dolph Ziggler. Great reaction for Orton. The crowd loved him loved all the match. The best match of the night, of course. Orton hits RKO. Vicky was pissed afterwards. Orton posed for a few minutes to a great reaction. And that was your main event. Orton versus Ziggler. And now for the dark match main event. Sheamus defeated Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio in a triple threat for the world title shot. For the World Heavyweight Championship. Not a bad dark match at all. It went a total of 7 minutes. Del Rio accidentally kicked Ricardo, which got the crowd loved. And Sheamus got the eventual pin. Sheamus and Lilia went around with crowds at ringside to close out the night. Then the reporter goes on and said, pretty solid taping overall. Lots tarped off and lots of empty seats. But the crowd was more into it than last July for Raw when Vince McMahon was fired. It's amazing to see how my dear demographic of 18 to 24 has virtually been wiped out. And there seems to be a ton of females here. Not too bad, too, because Eve is hot as hell. It's all got out. No Triple H advertised. He would have got the loudest reaction of the night, beating Orton, Driver, and Sheamus and Mysterio. And that's the end of the report. And peace out. Until next week. Same Shreveport time, same Shreveport channel. Thanks for viewing. God bless. Give y'all an update on my throat. The scoping. I tried to tell them the issue is not down on my stomach again, but they said, well, when they did the scoping and saw that it's something to do with you might say acid reflux. It builds up, which leads to my throat opening up right there where I'm trying to swallow my pills, water, anything I eat or drink catches there from time to time, and I eventually end up not being able to talk, not being able to do much, not being able to do whatever married folks do, just to keep it PG. If you know what I mean. And if you don't know, you better call somebody. Well, thanks for viewing, and that's my update for right now. The doctors did say that they would do another scoping in 3 months, and then if it still hasn't repaired any, then they will go ahead and do surgery to remove blockages and expand my throat. Keep me in your prayers, and I'll keep y'all in your prayers for more viewers as well. And hopefully we can all get together and all have a big party eventually. And all in all, it's all up in God's hands, and I'll leave it at that. He is a great physician. Thank you, and peace out.